Pre-Cup Studio live. 2020 GSL SuperTournament Season 2.
Welcome back to the GSL. It's time for our final match, Rogue versus Maru. So far today, though, the games have been great.
Oh, yeah, they certainly have. TY versus Dark, out of control. We kind of had a weird series with Stats versus Innovation. Of course, SOS is always kind of weird as well. But Rogue versus Maru, it's like the best Zerg versus the best Terran. What can you do?
This should be the best match in the round of 4.
It's hard to beat the first match of the night, though. That was such a slugfest. But definitely these guys have different styles than TY and Dark. So I'm expecting something a little bit different. Rogue is super powerful right now. He played a very sloppy last round. It was
he did.
It was kind of funny to watch. Like, he got so far ahead that he just threw stuff away until Bunny left the games.
Yeah.
But he's going up against Maru, who is a completely different beast.
Who do you think takes this? I feel like I'm leaning a little bit towards Maru here.
Yeah. I lean towards Maru. The thing is, I think full power Rogue kills Maru.
Well, when Rogue's at his very best, he doesn't seem to be stoppable.
Yeah.
But it's hard for him to keep that condition.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think Maru overall looks consistently like a little bit better.
Yeah.
I think at their maxed out stats, Rogue's better, but Maru, like, overall, even if he doesn't win, he looks terrifying. We don't have sloppy Maru games. Right?
Sloppy Maru games. No, not really. When you say it like that, like, yeah, I'm never looking at a Maru game being like, he's just not playing well today. He's always playing well.
Looks.
Yeah, he's always bringing a really
form.
high level. Although his picture does look awfully tired today.
Yeah, he looks like he's melting in that picture. Is he okay? Guys, you're melting Maru. Don't put a light on him that's that bright.
Yeah. It's my Maru-scented candle.
Yeah, he's like, oh, my cheeks are gone now. Thanks. My cheekbones are
those
gone.
wax museums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't that a funny phase with human behavior? Like, let's make wax famous people.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that's a great idea.
Go take your picture next to the wax.
Yeah.
Famous person.
We need it. We need some wax sculptures of us. Some ones that kind of look like us, but all the features are a little bit creepy and scary.
I saw this really dumb skit where, like, one of those late night guys had a wax thing of himself that they borrowed from, like, the museum, and then they kept setting it up around the office and scaring people with it. It was actually pretty funny.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
We're going to go to game 1 now. Our players are in the lobby. It's going to be death or to start things off. I think this is going to be a 5-game series. We keep getting 3-1, but
so.
I think this time it's 3-2.
You know what? You're right, actually. I think it's going to be a 4-game series.
All right, guys, let's go.
Game start. Dragon Phoenix Gaming, Rogue. Team NV, Maru.
All right. Kind of excited, more excited about what we will see out of Rogue. What is Rogue going to do against Maru here?
Yeah, I look forward to what exactly Rogue's going to do here.
He has a winning record against Maru in Legacy of the Void.
Oh, that's funny. The Rogue has definitely been very dominant.
Yeah.
In Legacy.
Well, he's honestly the most accomplished player in the history of the game.
We're in a massive lockdown here in Seoul.
Yeah.
Nothing open in the evenings. Only essential workers. Like people.
Which, of course, include you and I.
I was about to say, we are essential workers. They're like trying to stop us. I'm like, hold on, sir. And I pull up my StarCraft caster badge. He's like, right this way, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you for your service.
We're getting the first
I'm
two
like,
vaccines.
we're going to beat this thing. Yeah, we get vaccinated immediately.
It's us and then the president.
Yeah, in that order.
Yeah.
Okay, quick expand opening here for Maru. By the way, we are going to have Maru hide barracks in one of these games. I guarantee it. I'm giving you the men's warehouse.
Do you
guarantee.
actually think so?
I guarantee it.
No,
yeah.
I don't think he's going to proxy barracks at all in this
How
series.
dare you? I'm an essential worker. You don't get to treat me like that.
I am also an essential worker. I can treat you however I want.
That's not how it works with essentials. So the forge is coming along. Excuse me, forge. Factory's coming along. Whoa!
Forge.
Whoa, we're going into hour 5 here, guys.
That
Sorry.
race is not even in the game.
I don't even know what's going on. I'm like, he just has to make a couple more orc-grade hulls and he'll be fine.
Where's his burrows? Alright, so pretty standard play here on both sides. Imagine we'll see some Hellions coming up pretty quickly here. Starport on the way.
Do you think we're going to have a lot of really split map games, or is this going to be pretty tight?
Oh, I think there are going to be a lot of split map.
Pretty long, drawn-out super late
Yeah.
games. I'm really enjoying this in StarCraft 2, watching TVZ and these long, drawn-out games. I think the creep actually makes it quite interesting.
Yeah, it does.
You can't just mash the two armies against each other. It really becomes an interesting tactic.
Well, here's what I think, right? Like, Rogue is very unlikely to play roach-based compositions like Dark did.
Yeah. No, we're not going to have any tech like I think what Dark did,
Yeah,
for sure.
he's much more likely to be on, like, Ling Bane, maybe Hydra, maybe Muta. I think more likely Muta right now. But the way he plays, you won't be able to go on creep, right? So Maru is going to really focus. Oh, look at that.
He spotted the armory.
Yeah, that's important. The way he plays, and we might see a Roachhorn now because he saw that. It's possible that he will skip that and just focus on queens and stuff too. Anyways, yeah, Maru won't step on creep against Ling Bane. So that's why I think it's going to be a long, drawn-out game. So he's focusing really heavily on queens, adding a lot of lings right now. He knows what's up. He knows what's coming.
And we have the medevac along with the Hellions coming up here. Looks like he may try to push up onto the high ground where the creep trimmers are, or possibly go to the third.
Here we go. Starts to engage. Pulls back really quickly. The lings are actually going for a counter. Pulls back into his spine here. Ooh,
Is
good
this-
micro from Maru.
Yeah, no, he stutter steps immediately forward here. Still getting some heals off on these Hellbats. These Lings going to do a lot of damage. There's really nothing back at home, and fighting the Queens is not going to be enough here. Maru really hurting now economically.
Dude, look at
Oh
at
my
Rogue
God.
pull him apart.
Rogue,
Dude, he is ravaging him. This is
crazy.
insanity. That counterattack, I was thinking for a moment, like, oh, did he overextend with that? Did
Yeah.
he need those lings to help hold here? No,
I-
not at all.
I thought, like, okay, I get the idea of this, but are you not causing an imbalance in your defense? Not at all, apparently, with 19 workers killed.
Yeah.
A couple more Lings coming up here, trying to see if they can't get any more SCVs.
Rogue is so far ahead right now. Look at this. More lings actually coming through.
Damn.
Not able to get anything there, but like Maru doesn't have a third command.
We actually never see Maru take that kind of damage ever early on.
And Rogue had that plan the whole time, you could tell, right? He made the spine. He knew where the attack was going to come. He built enough queens to stall it out.
Yeah, I thought he was actually just trying to smash the attack, but no, the counterattack
Yeah,
is
that's
so
what
good.
I thought too. No,
and I guess with the set of buildings you have, you're really not producing fast enough to wipe out that many Zerglings, so you just end up losing a ton of workers.
Yeah. You know what? The lings would have helped him to kill the attack a little bit quicker, but that's only a pro gamer move.
Yeah.
This was a champion move.
Yeah.
This was the move of a champion. He's literally playing the greatest Terran of all time, and he does that. It's like, oh my god. He knows exactly what he needs to do to win the game. And he's so far ahead now.
Yeah, and now we've got a drop coming here. If these queens can target the medevac. Oh, we never see Maru leave games like that.
Well,
That
yeah,
was crazy.
I think you look at that and you say, there is no chance. All four horsemen could be playing Archon mode there.
Yeah,
And
there's
they're
no
not
way.
taking out Rogue that game. No way, no how.
I mean, Rogue shut him down so hard. I can't believe that was what game one looked like.
Yeah. Well, these Hellbat pushes they definitely have holes in
That
them.
looked like it was a round of 32 Terran against Sue from a couple years ago. Where I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
that's
kind
Sue.
of,
He always
kind of.
counters with those lings. Pillars of Gold. Those are the best kind of pillars.
I like Pillars of Salt.
Salt. I've seen your stream, Artosis. Now, will this be more of a normal game? We tend to have long games on this map. So, let's see. Game 2, Rogue versus Maru, starts now.
Game start. Dragon Phoenix Gaming, Rogue. Team NV, Maru.
Okay, game 2.
Whew.
Here we go.
All right, Maru, I think we'll be opening with something a little bit less aggressive here. Yeah.
I don't think you do a timing attack against Rogue.
Well, Hellbat pushes, like, if they catch wind of it coming, it never works. And if they don't, it normally doesn't work. But it's Maru, so it's like, okay, well, Maru can certainly do anything he wants.
Hellbats are also bad units. Like Vikings, where you're like, this unit really can't. It's like very specific. The thing about Hellbats is they're so slow, you never catch stuff. If the other player's active enough to run away.
Yeah. There's units that don't really have any play. They're just like a yes/no question.
Yeah.
Hellbats are a yes/no question.
That's a good way to put it, yeah.
Do you have the stuff to stop this? Okay, yeah, you do. It's called micro and enough queens, or whatever. Or it's called banelings, or it's called roaches, or enough link. It's just like, whereas you look at like Marines with stim with a medevac, it's like, okay, there's a lot of play here. You can micro all around, stim, run away, boost, go somewhere else. With Hellbats, it's like, we're slow and we're just here and that's it.
There's nothing better than the days when we'd have these Hellbat drops in the main, and they'd land them on the edge and then morph them into Hellbats.
Yeah.
And then we'd like watch them walk in, and it's like, what do you know? Drones are faster than Hellbats. I guess they just walk away. And then like they try to run to the queens, and the queens all spread out. It's like, yeah. They need wheels that turn faster on the Hellbat feet.
No, there are a few units like that.
They need roller skates. Hellbats walk, right? Hellions roll. But if the Hellbats had roller skates,
they'd be a lot better. You know, another unit that's like that.
Imagine Hellbats attacking you and you're running down the ramp, and then on their roller skates they pop up and grind down the side of the ramp. That'd be so cool. Be like, oh,
that'd be so
There's like another Hellbat behind him with a camera. He's on a skateboard filming it for the skate videos.
I love those skate videos.
So, nice deny here on this third base. He's gonna have to make this into an extractor for now.
Very nice, very quick getting it back on.
Does it ever bother you that the building gets to finish the animation and you can still cancel it?
I'm okay with it, actually.
You're okay with it? I don't like it.
No?
I feel like, no, I saw it become an extractor. You can't go back. That can't be a drone now. That doesn't make any sense. When it's a pulsating bubble like that, look, it's like, I'm an extractor. I'm not. I'm a drone. Now I'm going to do it all over again. It's like, I don't think your body can do that, drone.
Yeah, he would definitely have stretch marks. Minimum.
Definitely have stretch marks, man. All right.
Ooh.
Minerals, 12 minerals. He's already so behind.
Damn, that advantage. I like how he pops the queen to where the hatchery is supposed to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, he took the third base at the other location during all that.
That drone got away. They're going to sing songs about that drone long after this game is done.
The Reaper's going to remember it fondly and sadly about the drone that got away.
Yeah. Okay. So now the Reaper and the two Hellions are going to come up. Going to have a little bit of pressure over here at the entrance.
Yeah, Cloak Banshee on the way. More Hellions as well.
I feel like I have to sneeze and I can't quite do it. I'm like trying to look in the light.
All right. Just make sure you don't sneeze towards me.
I won't sneeze on you, Artos.
I want none of your corona, buddy.
I think if you're with me, you're getting corona no matter what, man. Now, the Banshee's coming here. The Cloak is about halfway done. Again, a slower start here for this game, but I don't think we're going to have any kind of Hellbat push or anything. I mean, we see no armory, of course, but I don't think we're going to have anything of the sort coming this game. Instead, it looks like it's going to be a much more standard TVZ.
Totally. Let's get in the third Nexus after Banshee. See what the Banshee harassment can do. Of course, the Banshees can kind of keep him safe as well. Definitely expect Lingbane Mutaplay here out of Rogue. Although sometimes we actually see Hydra on this map as well. Though I feel like Lingbane Hydra is kind of out of fashion.
Well,
and
if you get the damage
Maru.
off early, it's pretty good. Yeah, I agree. I don't think Maru's going to lose to something like that.
Yeah. Maru's the only person I've ever seen beat Lingbane Hydra with Marine Marauder Mine.
Yeah.
That doesn't even make sense. He did it against Sue. It was like, what? Like, you know you shouldn't be playing like that, right?
So the Hellbats are still looking for any creep they could possibly clean up, but yeah, a little bit of a slow early game, Artosis.
Yeah, for sure. Brings up the second Banshee. We'll see if he gets something done. Melee upgrades on the way. Just behind Maru there, it looks like. So well timed.
And we have another attack coming over here. As we're waiting, man. Armor coming now and attack here for the Zerg. 1-1 as well for Terran. Although we don't have that third base taken just yet. CC's going to be floated over there now.
Yeah, Baneless coming up. And I would really imagine he's going to go into Spire. Fourth base. Looking nice. Maru's still, I mean, he's maintained a lot of Hellions this game. Ooh. I like it. Nice little counter here from Rogue.
Yeah, again, Rogue getting some wins here with these Lings.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man, and these
Great
Hellions are getting a beatdown from these Queens.
Look at that. It gets half the health off the command center, even. Maru really very busy removing tumors. Look at that. Rather dive on the tumors than try to go in for the drones.
Yeah. Well, I think he knows he's going to have to win with a push.
Yeah. And look at this. Burrow coming up. Rogue has been getting Burrow pretty early in his ZVTs lately.
Oh, and he's going to push right away.
Yeah.
There's not even medevacs with this group yet.
Yeah, look at this. He wants to set up and actually kill this off.
Thing is, there's a lot of Lings being made here. I think that Rogue knows what's coming. And I know that medevacs do finally get here, but I don't know if everything that's coming with this push can be picked up by medevacs, because there's another group of reinforcements coming. It's just below our screenshot here.
Yeah, look at these couple of Banshees, though. They're actually going to eliminate the Banelings before they get there. It looks like that, at least. Some of them go down. Oh, the big flank of the Lings right there. Maru running to the side.
Oh, absolutely shutting that down. 22 or more Lings are coming here. And again, I mean, Rogue is making this almost look foolish here by Maru to try to attack out here. Rogue gobbles up every other unit on the low ground there and backs off. Bane's speed on the way. I mean, we could have a counterattack here. Keep in mind, tanks were taken out there. Your tanks are one of the necessary pieces of the puzzle to stop Banelings. And if he gets enough Lings and Banes out here, maybe he can hit that third hard enough that the guy just has to run home.
Yeah. Look, the second factory is coming up in Drilling Claws. And look over on Rogue's side. Okay, he's going for... I just saw the Infestation pit finish, so it looks like he wants to go up into Hive Tech, which probably means he wants to get into Lurker quickly, but he has that Hydralisk Den coming as well. I wonder if he's going to go directly, because I generally don't care so much for Lingbane into Lurker. But right now, really focusing heavily on Lingbane. Look at how many he's making. Like, look at this. His army supply is the same as Maru's with only Lingbane.
Yeah,
that's a lot. They're each half of a supply.
Yeah, that's when you cannot touch the ground.
Yes.
Anymore if you're in a fight over there. I like the Banshee play to come through here and try to hit this.
Yeah, some nice little harassment. Lurker Den coming up. Hive on the way as well. Flies right through those spores, getting what damage he can with the Banshee still. It's not something that's really too much worth his time to continue micromanaging. Maybe find a spot and leave it there.
And the fourth, again, not far away right now from Maru. Looks like he's going to set that up at the bottom. It looks like we're getting ready for a pretty long and drawn-out game. I'm sorry, are there no Lings here to help? Okay, here come those Banes now.
But you know what? Between the Banshees and this little harassment, does some decent damage.
Yeah, he's done a great job so far. Hydras are coming out now.
Third factory coming. Those Hydras are definitely for lurkers.
Let's not forget what our early TVZ looked like today. Completely different here.
Oh, yes.
Dark's approach and Rogue's approach. It goes to show you that,
Very.
like, the two best Zergs in the world can play a completely different entire ZVT.
Yeah. It's
so
really
cool.
exciting, too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you put Serral and Raynor on top of that, and they play completely different from these two as well. And it's like, whoa, there's just such a wide range at the top. Well, that's a nice little attack, isn't it? Rogue is really killing it this game, I have to say.
Yeah, Rogue is really looking powerful here. Maru, though, it's funny because normally I never say this about Maru, but it's like he's being too aggressive. He's just losing these skirmishes. And even though he doesn't lose everything in the fights, he's losing tanks, he's losing medevac here and there. And, like, I'm looking at this, and I think that Rogue is going to be in a very dangerous position here. We haven't had this game go on long enough where Terran has so many bases that, like, you can lose one and the game sort of goes on and you figure out a way to retake one. Like, 4-base Terran is not big enough yet. And so if Maru oversteps and dies too many times, like, I don't know how he's going to recover.
Yeah, yeah. It definitely will be tough. And now there's 14 lurkers out, so it's like, how do you even keep this up? Maybe he's going to have to sit back. It's going to be very hard to find a way in. Like, 14 lurkers, I feel like that plus Ling Bane running around can probably hold on until you make it just a giant dedicated push.
Well, the lurker count I'm very curious about here. Also, how he's going to use those lurkers. Like, is he going to push?
He's going to use them in a dark style. He's going to run up to a planetary and
I was about to say, like, is he going to attack with him? Yes, that's...
Well, there's no tanks. There's like one tank on the map.
Well, there were tanks in this game, but he kept losing them. This is how you do it.
Insta-kill.
Hedgehog gamers.
Hedgehog gamers.
Gotta go fast. It's the funniest, stupidest, funniest, like, line. Like, I'm like, do you, Sonic? You have to go fast?
It's gotta do it.
Gotta go fast.
All right, the two tanks right now holding on for him.
He's like, just give me 10 minutes and I'll have this cleared out.
Yeah, I think Rogue pulling back is a smart move here. I mean, he already killed the planetary. Do you have to keep pushing? I feel like that's how you lose your army.
What does Zerg actually have back at home?
Lurkers.
What is he doing here?
Yeah,
with
just
these?
mostly lurkers, actually.
Yeah.
This is so funny to watch.
Damn.
What
this is such a weird looking
walks
game.
up the ramp against siege tanks with the lurkers.
Yeah, he's like, wait a minute.
Well, there's only two. Maru might want to learn a little bit from how TY was playing it, where it's like, yeah, 4 factory tank. You want to go lurker? Go lurker.
These lurkers, their spine's going down onto the low ground and then back up onto the high ground?
Yeah.
What? Can anybody explain to me how that
long
works?
are those?
Yeah.
Can't they just use that length going out straight?
Yeah.
It's
It doesn't have to go
range.
down and then up, right? How does that work? Okay. If you covered up Maru's ID, I would never believe that it's Maru. I'd be like, that's not Maru. GG, Rogue. Gotta go fast.
All right. A very strong victory there for Rogue. Huh.
What was Sonic's? I mean, why does it matter that he's fast? How does that
That's
help
the whole
him?
thing.
He's not being chased.
But if you're going
He's not
to
in
go
a
through
race.
loop-de-loops, you have to go very fast for that.
Yeah, well, otherwise you're going to end up...
Also, like, that's his only thing is he is fast. That's his only power.
Yeah, he can't turn into anything.
If
He can
he's
turn
not
into
going
a
fast,
ball.
how is he going to beat anyone? He doesn't have a gun. He doesn't shoot anything.
Well,
There's
maybe-
only one button in Sonic the Hedgehog. It's jump.
Yeah, even though the Genesis had 3 buttons on it, I was like, oh, wow, this is... Remember when that was a big deal for controllers? You're like, a 3rd button?
Yeah.
Mind exploded.
Yeah, yeah. And then
Gotta
all of them
go
do the same
fast.
thing on the game that they launch it with. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh,
I'm
wow.
like, you guys should have given him a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that?
And a grenade.
Then I
C
could walk
button.
through the levels. I get
Yeah.
so dizzy playing.
Well, especially when you play Sonic, the old ones, it's like you're going fast. You're like, listen, this is from an angle where I can't even see what I'm going into.
Pretty much.
Okay?
Yeah.
Gotta go fast. What does Mario say?
It's a me, Mario.
Oh, that's because he has brain damage. That's even worse than what Sonic says. He's like, it's me. It's like, okay.
It's a me.
It's
Gotta
a
go
me.
fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that's all that he says. That's the only thing that comes to mind. So, Rogue leads 2-0 against Maru right now.
Yeah.
I
These
liked,
games. Sorry, you go ahead.
I
I think. Go ahead.
Yeah, the Hellbat push, that's one game. But taking a look at this one that we just saw, right? Like the harassment's okay, he's keeping the creep down. I understand trying to push the fourth. But when it became Mass Lurker, like you could see in TY's games, he's going 3-4 factory siege tank to try to hold on.
Yeah.
Whereas Rogue literally just walks across the map with like 12 lurkers and burrows them next to a planetary, and it dies because there's no siege tanks.
I feel like we're in the 9th iteration of Zerg's being like, oh no, maybe this is the best unit for my race. Like, all the Zergs guys are like, have you actually ever tried just walking across the map with these things and burrowing them? They're like, the lurkers? They're like, yeah. He's like, well, we were too busy dominating with all the other units that we have, but I guess you could kill a planetary and all the workers that are healing it. Well, I'm glad, Zergs. That's great.
You are right, though.
Yeah.
Not to hate on Zerg, but like, yeah, this is like
No, I can
the
hate on
9th
Zerg.
iteration of being like,
I mean, Banes
look
were good.
at this unit that's so strong.
I know we've had many games where Roach Ravager just won it, and I know that Infestor Broodlord was definitely frustrating to watch, but have you seen Lurkers unburrow and just burrow in front of the base and kill it?
Oh my gosh.
Gotta go fast.
It is
Make
kinda
hedgehogs. Make hedgehogs.
Yeah.
March
Make
of
a
the
lot of them.
hedgehogs, yeah.
Go collect your gold
When
coins.
they make their sonic spinballs underground. All right, guys. Game 3, good luck, Maru. Lurkers are in.
Game start. Dragon Phoenix Gaming. Rogue. Team NV. Maru.
It's a me, Mario. Okay, so I do think Maru was actually, I mean, jokes aside here, I do think Maru was like a little bit too aggressive, a little bit too ambitious, and that allowed Rogue to just set up into a position where he was fine. Rogue was holding most of that game with Lings. Banes were helping, but actually most of it was just like there were so many Lings that, you know, you can't touch the ground.
Yeah, he's making a lot of queens. He has great creep spread.
We may need to see a more conservative early game here from Maru to be in a healthy game later on.
Those later games are tough. I haven't seen Maru, I don't think, with the mass tank approach against lurkers yet. I'm sure he must have, though.
So good to be
Like,
back
it seems
here.
obvious.
So good to be back casting Super Tournament. It's fun having just a speedy tournament like this.
Yeah, it's nice that we're going to have a champion on Saturday.
Yeah. In fact, Super is really our word, isn't it? Like, let's go sue Superman. Like, Superman's like got his cape on. I'm like, did you steal that idea from the Super Tournament? Let's take him to court.
Well, I'm much older than you.
Yeah, I'm
so
like,
yes.
Yeah. And I'm like, Lurker usually says what? He's like, what? We bring him to court. Let's sue Superman. He took our word.
Yeah.
I'll show up with a neck brace on. We'll win this.
Well, yeah, we can sue him from two directions. You sue him for Super, I'll sue him for man.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm a man.
Yeah. RTS players are manly men.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I am a little bit surprised by how unique the ZVTs are looking right now with Lurkers.
Yeah.
Like, that's actually, I'm pleasantly surprised, but I am kind of wondering, like, okay, so what did Terrans do exactly against that? Besides play really defensive, but then if you play really defensive, Zerg takes the whole map.
Well, I think the way that TY approached it in many ways was good. But Dark went at it, the angle to which he got to Lurkers from was very different from how Rogue did it. So, Ling Bane is like a composition where you need to take a lot of bases, and you can take a lot of bases because it's very quick. You obviously need a lot of hatches to make it, right? You can cover a lot of ground defensively. And then but it doesn't give you any muscle to tank for lurkers. So the lurkers, when you get there, it's a little bit fragile, right? Because you're spread out. You have to have at least 4 bases if you're going Link Bane anyways. And so you're a bit spread. You don't have health in front of them, right? And that's generally something you need with these siege units. And then Dark goes for units that actually support the lurkers a little bit more.
Yeah.
But it's harder for him to get there, and he's on lower economy. So it's like 2 very different ways. And obviously we just saw Rogue smash. But right now I'm kind of hoping for a Rogue TY Finals, to be honest. Because...
Oh, that would be
Rogue,
amazing.
Yeah, Rogue playing this style, I feel like TY will instantly bend himself into being like, yeah, okay, we go to that late game, and I'm going to go Ghost Tank, and
yeah,
you know, let's see how that goes. That's the game I kind of want to see. But yeah, I guess Rogue is throwing some extra problems into it because it is Link Bane.
Yeah.
And there's that explosivity as far as how many bases you're getting, everything, whereas Dark is like struggling like hell to hold 4 bases with his Roach.
Yeah.
So it's very, very different approaches, which I think makes it so interesting. But definitely, once the lurkers were there, the way Maru was playing was antiquated. Like, he couldn't do anything anymore.
I never normally think of lurkers as a build-up that could end the game until today. Like, normally I look at lurkers, I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's going to be even harder to attack into, right? Now I look at it and I'm like, oh, you mean planetary killers? That's what they're called now.
Planetary busters?
Yeah.
Planetaries are going to go out of style. You gotta have orbitals, right? Or maybe not even orbitals. You want a regular command center so you can load SCVs in to get away. Right?
A couple command centers there to pick everything up.
You have a command center at every base, 6 SCVs at every base.
Yeah.
When they come, you pop the SCVs in and you lift it.
Yeah.
And the lurkers are like, drat.
Rats.
And that's when you fly in with your liberators to clear the lurkers. I think I've solved it.
Yeah, I just never thought, oh, what? We were talking about this. What did he do?
God. Well, he just ran by with Lings.
Look at this Ling Gamer. Look at that.
Well, this is bad.
What's happening to Maru in this game?
He's getting wrecked.
Yeah, Maru's getting owned in this game. Oh my god, he's going to get stim.
No, he's not.
He's going to get it.
No, he's not.
You got to believe.
Imagine if he did.
If you hadn't cast it like that, he would have got it.
You're right. I should have just believed.
Yeah, you got to believe, man.
Well, what I believe is I would like to see Maru not get 3-0'd.
I never thought we'd have a 3-0. Never.
Okay. So 1-1 is over halfway done, and it just started for Maru. Not too good for Maru there. He's not really going to be able to engage. His economy's already been a bit hurt. Not end of the world, but tough. Really focusing on getting rid of that creep so he can try to keep some pressure on.
Yeah.
Does have the medvex coming.
Now, we may actually have some action coming here. Even though we're seeing Maru attack over here right now, we're actually getting a lot more Lings being made. The Baneling's Nest is close to finishing. And these Hellions, I mean, they're doing damage, they're killing workers, but they're also mostly getting picked off. And again, I don't know what's back at the third base. He's getting Burrow. Underground. Artosis, how do you feel about the Burrow? Burrow Banes?
Yeah, well, he also burrows Lings. We saw that some, like he burrowed one in the bush and like just in interesting places in front of his creep that don't get scanned. It gives so much more intel. Rogue has overlords everywhere and creep everywhere, but that's not enough. He needs Lings burrowed everywhere. And of course, you always have that possibility of the burrowed veins.
Oh my god, he didn't repair those in time. Ooh, good placement though.
Yeah, very.
This could have done a lot more damage had Maru not had quick reactions like that. Oh,
all right.
What?
Cancels the 4th. That's nice. Gonna burrow those. Nice. Wow. Rogue is so on top of it, man.
Yeah.
He's in his championship form right now.
No, he's looking like that Rogue that just doesn't die. And
yeah. The Rogue that wins world championships is what he's looking like.
yeah. Oh! Nice connect. No, I think you're correct, Artosis. We're at that phase where Rogue just looks like he doesn't lose to anything.
Yeah.
Like he has all the answers to everything you could possibly try to do. Again, I'm worried for Maru here on his third base. It looks like he's just barely holding every time.
Yeah.
It's just Lings, by the way. Baneling speed's not even done. It's like, there's a Baneling here. That's like the hero unit. Like that one has a town
He's trying to
portal.
get level 2, but...
Yeah, he's like trying to level up, and he's like, I can't even do damage without dying in this game. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, Rogue is just insanity here.
That Baneling's like a blade master, basically. It's crazy.
Well, unfortunately, he died. Can't really be resurrected. Hydra's being made here.
Imagine Banelings with Windwalk. Whew.
Yeah, that would be crazy. Invisible Banes.
With Windwalk. Another big Link counterattack over here. And again, I mean, I'm not used to casting Maru in games like this.
Yeah, yeah. He's
Like,
never this far behind anyone.
Part of me, every time that I see this attack happen, I'm like, that's not, he's fine, right? And then like all these SCVs die, I'm like, huh.
Yeah, against
Okay.
most players. But here against Rogue, he's like so far down in supply right now. Rogue is just producing, man.
Oh boy, there's no Banes over here. Oh, I don't even think Maru's looking. Oh, 21 kills.
This is, like, Rogue was really sloppy against Bunny. He came with all of his killer instinct tonight. Rogue is going to win this tournament.
Yeah, no, he looks like
There is no way he's not winning
we
this
need
tournament.
to have Terrence can't beat him. The humans can't beat him.
Hey, Tasteless.
What's up, Artosis?
Do you remember Stats versus Rogue and how terrible that was?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to see that again on Saturday. It's going to look exactly the same.
I can't even believe my eyes. This is a 3-0.
He's disgusting right now.
He's actually melting Maru.
Yeah.
He's melting Maru down, and he's turning him into idols of Rogue.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, my God.
It's so rude to do.
Yeah.
He's melting Maru down and then pouring Maru over his own head to make a crown, and it doesn't hurt him.
Yeah, he goes, a crown for a king. And then he pours it himself. He goes, ah, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm just being silly. That's all.
Just being silly. GG. Rogue smashes Maru 3-0.
All right. I guess that was going to be the 3-0 for today. If you told me that one of these games is going to be a 3-0 and you had a gun to my head, and you're like, guess which one it is,
It's a PvP.
you would have killed 3 Tastelesses before I got it right.
kill 3 to 4.
Yeah.
You'd be
I
like,
would have been
"No."
like, wait, what did I guess the first time? Shoot me. I wasn't paying attention the first time. I was so freaked out.
Oh, man. Okay, well, Maru is out, unfortunately.
And then if I had to guess which one it was a 3-0, I would guess Maru.
Oh, which way?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's not too bad a guess either.
Indeed, Artosis.
So that's 5 times now.
5, yeah. No, the 6th one, because there was that one that forgot.
Yeah, it's not going so well for you. Damn.
Yeah. Me and
so
all
many of my valuable
me and my
Tasteless
army of clones.
I only have so many of you, Tasteless.
There's only one of you, but in the basement of the studio is vats of Tastelesses, okay?
Yes.
With their faces up to the glass going, kill me.
Oh, I mostly just harvest your organs, Tasteless, but they don't last
Yeah.
so long.
I made the wrong decision with my clone army. We should have had them all streaming at the same time right now. We would be doing much better. So, that's it for Maru. We only have one more day of StarCraft 2 left.
Yeah.
And I don't know who's going to take this.
I do.
Or I didn't until we saw Rogue play. Now I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, Hedgehog Gamer, man.
I'm really hoping, though, and here's what I think will happen. I think Trap will beat TY, honestly. But I would
Oh,
love,
you think so?
I would love to see TY Rogue, because I think TY's approach against Dark, at least in the lurker phase, was really good, and he can look at Rogue and be like, okay, it's Ling Bane. So
Yeah.
let's prep for that, and then he knows how to deal with Lurker. Let's see how he can do that. I would love to see that. I'm kind of feeling a Trap Rogue Finals, though. The ex-Jin Air boys
I
going at
want
it.
TY versus Rogue. That's the dream. I don't think Stats beats Rogue, but who knows?
Dude, Rogue in this shape? Who beats Rogue in this shape?
The thing is, when Rogue's in top form, he seems to have 25% more units. Like always, where I'm like, well, that's funny. He just has more stuff.
Yeah, and his Lings are always in the right places,
Yeah.
and he knows what you're doing. It's just, yeah. And he knows which unit is currently the best for Zerg. Whether that is the Baneling, the Broodlord, the Infestor, the Viper, the Lurker.
Truly, the hardest question to ask
Link.
is, which is the best of the best Zerg units? Even a discussion on which Zerg unit is the worst, it's pretty hard to say.
Yeah. Is it the Corruptor?
They're like, at least with Protoss, they're like, oh, this is a Void Ray. and with Terra, they're like, tie between the Viking and
Yeah, isn't that
the
funny?
Fire, or the Hellbat.
Everyone was complaining. They're like, it's too many Void Ray buffs.
Void Ray
They're
buffs.
too strong.
No way. No more Void Ray buffs.
It's too many at once is what I'm saying.
I mean, Blizzard's really flown off the handle here with their Void Ray buffs.
And I've just been sick of mass Void Rays winning everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We had those few uncomfortable ladder days while people remember that if you just have a lot of units that hit the air, Void Rays die.
Where people had to adjust to a unit that couldn't be used because it sucked. It's just too much, huh?
Yeah. Well, I hope that Stats brings a Void Ray build that kills Rogue.
That's
on
all
Saturday.
we can hope for.
That would be
Let's
amazing.
hope his Void Rays can shoot down those lurkers in time. That's really what we need to see.
Void Rays would counter lurkers if there was absolutely nothing else there.
Rogue is so
Even if
obsessed
there's
with how good lurkers are now, he forgets that Hydras can stop them.
Yeah.
He keeps running his Hydras towards the Void Rays, but then he impulsively makes them to lurkers. No, I keep... I can't stop. I can't stop.
The only thing that stops him is he runs out of money and some of the Hydras don't morph.
I know. He goes, oh, thank God, and finally kills off all those Void Rays. That's all the time we have, guys. They're telling us to close the show out. We will see you on Saturday. Take care, guys. We love you. Stay safe. Bye-bye.